Sorry, got a little bit of phlegm. Anyway, apparently the last time I was playing, you guys couldn't hear me because I was yammering on about nothing. And, well, actually I was yammering on about a lot of things, but you couldn't hear me because my microphone shorted out. Yay. Anyway, welcome back to Resident Evil HD Edition. And yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is kind of go over some of the things that I went over last time. And while I'm still playing the game. Oh, shit. I should have put more stuff in there. Alright, so. I have had a long, storied love affair with the Resident Evil series. It kind of went sour there for a couple of games, namely Resident Evil 5 and 6. But it all started when I was a teenager, and I was playing Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil on PlayStation for the very first time. And I remember the very first thing that happened. Sorry. Once again, very first thing that happened that scared the hell out of me. Very first video game that ever scared me this bad was when anyone who's played the original version will know what I mean when I say the dogs. When the dogs came busting in, that was it. You know, I threw the controller, screamed, jumped a mile high, and then wet my pants and turned off the PlayStation. Yeah, it was that bad. Maybe I exaggerated on wetting my pants, but, you know, who cares? Still funny. Anyway, with me today is Miss Stacy. Say hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
Yeah, there we go. So there's that. Where was I? Okay. Okay, I still got the mansion key. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Pretty sure last video I had killed this zombie, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be turning into a Crimson Head, which anybody who has played the original and not played this version, Crimson Heads are when you kill a zombie and you don't torch it and you just let it sit, and he comes back faster, stronger, more agile, you know, that sort of thing. Now, if you notice, I've already got him killed. I'm not going to torch him because it's a waste. Because even if he does come back as a Crimson Head, no, don't do that. Even if he does come back as a Crimson Head, he won't be able to get past this thing here, so it's kind of pointless for me to do that. There's no reason for me to go back in there anyway. But Crimson Heads suck. The last thing... Damn it. The last thing that you want to do is not torch a zombie in this game. Damn it, stop that. Yeah, this is the room. Okay, this right here is the room that when I first played when I was a kid, the dogs come busting through the windows and chase you down the hallway, and it was scary as hell. Because you weren't expecting it, you know. It was like nothing that anyone had ever played before in their entire life. Just all kinds of craziness. But, that was a long time ago, back when things changed. there were a lot of changes that were made with this game from the original version, such as, you know, not just the better graphics, but they also tried to do this game is notorious for how bad the dialogue is, and they tried to fix that in the remake, because the remake originally came out on the GameCube, and it was supposed to be a revitalization of the series, and it was followed by Resident Evil 0, Code Veronica, and a whole bunch of other games. But when they came out with this one, they changed a lot of things. They added scenes. They did things differently. They all right, now back up. Now here's what I'm talking about. Here's what you got to do to keep this guy from coming back as a Crimson Head. You now have to use this, set him on fire, and now he won't come back. Woohoo. What was I going on about? Anyway, yeah. So, the whole Crimson thing, the Crimson Head thing, was one of the changes that they made, as well as the graphics. Tried to update the dialogue, and just did not do a very good job of it. Ow, you little... Get off me. Yeah, he's dead. You know, I'm kind of curious as if you have to torch the dogs as well. I don't think so, but you never know. Okay, let's see here. There's something written in the indentation. Oh, that's right. I gotta go back. That was... Not only did they add, you know, the better graphics, the different...
YouTube Inception!
What? Oh, for God's sake. Stacy!
I'm watching your live feed!
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Get off the... Stop causing it to echo. Anyway, so... Another one of the big changes that they made was that the puzzles are different. Things that you expect to happen don't exactly happen. Like, you're expecting... How the hell did I get here? Oh, okay. Anyway, might as well, since I got to fill up the canteen. A lot of the things that you expect to happen don't. A lot of the puzzles that they have. Some of the puzzles are still there. Like the whole thing about getting the map from the upstairs. As well as, you know, what keys go where, all of that stuff. But, like, to get the piece that I need to get into that one area that I was just at, I'm going to have to go in to a totally new area to this game and fight something to get it. It's locked. Okay.
What's up with the random plants?
Like for real? Are you being serious right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I am being absolutely serious. I don't know why I keep seeing those same plants over and over in multiple places in the game.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Stacy does not play video games. I don't know if she's ever actually played Resident Evil,
I have.
but I'm pretty sure that if there's anybody watching this night right now, you're probably sitting there going, wow,
I know what the plants are. I was being stupid.
you're really good at that.
I know.
Anyway. Okay, because I know I'm going to get somebody to ask. The plants are for mixing health. All right, that's what that's for.
There are people that really don't know.
You got me. Last logged, emblem of armor. And I'm sure that there's probably people asking why I'm playing as Chris right now. Honestly, it's because I've never played as Chris. I've always played as Jill, because Jill is always the easier game to play, because you've got Barry, who can come save you from certain places.
It's just easy.
For God's sake. But you know, it's the whole thing with, you know, Barry being able to come save you if you need sometimes. You know, that makes it... Oh, crap, I keep hitting the microphone. That makes things a little easier for you to get through. I never played as Chris. I want to play as Chris just to see how different the game is. Where the hell am I? Oh, I know where I am. Yes, take off that head. Alright, now that was a good thing. I want that to happen because now I don't have to torch that body. That's the other thing about the Crimson Heads that you don't have to worry about. With Crimson Heads, if you blow their head up, you don't have to torch them. Come on. I know you're going to.
He's gonna like jump up and bite his face.
I was kind of hoping he would, because then I could stomp on his head and you know. Apparently not. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to come up here and torch that one. Do I have any more? Oh yeah, I got 2. Okay. I'll just go ahead and take care of this now. Back up, dingus. Ow! That's why I told you to back up, stupid. Hey, got a trophy.
What, for lighting your leg on fire?
Yes. Yeah, here's another one. Okay. I'll just go ahead and take care of him now. The reason why I'm willing to do this is because I know that there is another canister of fuel around here somewhere. And you might as well, because that's what this stuff is used for anyway. Alright, now. Let's go ahead and get the ink ribbon out of the box. Yeah, another story that I told at the last episode that you guys didn't get to hear. When I was younger, first time I played, I did not want to put anything in the boxes because I thought that I didn't know that anything you put in the box you could pick up from any box. I thought if you put something into the box, you'd have to come back to retrieve it from that box.
That's logical, though. I would think that.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't make sense, gameplay wise.
Nothing about Resident Evil makes sense gameplay-wise.
Especially the dialogue. Yeah. But, let's see here. I've never, ever checked this dresser. I just wanted to see if there was anything there. Oh, that's another thing that changed from the original to this one. This cute little maneuver. Back in the original game, if you wanted to turn around like this, you had to tank command all the way around and then go.
Make him dance again.
Woo!
This is why I'm not playing, because I'd just be doing that all the way down the hallway.
Happiness is a warm gun. It's locked. Old-fashioned lock. That's right. Oh! Oh, I know how to get in there. Jill, at one point, gets the lockpick. So she can get in there. No problem. Once again, Jill's game is easier. This one, Chris has to use old keys. Yet another collectible for Resident Evil players to have to get. Which, as we all know, this game is not already full of crap that people have to pick up. I am so dumb. I am so stupid. I am. I'm dumb. I'm just all kinds of retardedly dumb. Let me tell you why. I need... excuse me. I need fuel. There's fuel right here. Guess where the canteen is? In the box. In the other room. I swear to God, one of these days I will get my head together and I'll be able to play this game like a pro. Probably not. I've been playing games since I was a kid, and I'm still not very good at them, so... So, yeah, little known fact about Resident Evil. This was actually, in its original conception, in its original concept, this game was supposed to be a remake of an old Nintendo game called Sweet Home, which if you look at, like, further back into the channel, you'll see the movie that it was based on. Great movie. A lot better than what I expected it to be, because I expected it to be your typical J-horror, from that era, where it's just real goofy and stupid looking and everything, but it's not. It's not at all. It's actually really good. But the original Nintendo game is kind of a survival horror. There we go. Role-playing game where you play as 4 or 5 different people, and each of the people serve a purpose towards beating the game. It's locked. Emblem of armor. Damn it. And it was a really innovative, really different style of game for its time. Yeah, Resident Evil originally was supposed to be a remake of it, which is why it's got the mansion and everything. And what do I need for this? It's locked. Damn it. That's why you've got the mansion and everything, because the original Sweet Home game and the movie tells the story of a group of people who are making a documentary about a famous artist, and they went back to his mansion to try to find a missing piece of art that he had done. Well, when they get there, they wind up unleashing, all kinds of scariness and just all kinds of, the ghosts and everything. And just, you wouldn't think that it would be this, but the movie is actually a really gory game. Or the movie, I'm sorry. It's a really gory movie. The game, not so much. But, the game, the movie was just, like, there's a scene which would sound really familiar to anybody that's seen the remake of House on Haunted Hill. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I didn't realize my phone was on.
But yeah,
A scene that people would recognize.
a scene that people who have seen the remake of The Haunting would recognize, where the shadow comes to life, or hell, anybody who's seen the remake of House on Haunted Hill. Pretty much the same thing. Where a shadow comes to life and tries to kill people, all this, that, and the other. And, except in this one, in Sweet Home, the death scene that comes from that is so incredibly just gory. And it goes on for a while, and this guy just is suffering so badly that you can't help but sit there and be like, dude, just die already. Just for his own good, you're begging him to die, but he doesn't for a long time. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch it, definitely do that. It's well worth the search to find Sweet Home. It's a Japanese movie. You can probably find it either subtitled or dubbed. I'm pretty sure the one that I found was dubbed, but don't hold me to that. Just go back into my channel here and see if you could find it. Yeah, well worth watching. Alright, I got the shotgun. I think I need to go ahead and get the shells and then go down there and see about opening that casket. Now, me personally, I think the Resident Evil games kind of fell off. Except for this newest one. The newest one, they really had to get back to their roots of horror. But I think that they had to borrow from a lot of established games that are already there. Like, you know, the whole PT thing, or because, you know, I think what they had to do was they lost touch with what Resident Evil was supposed to be. So what they decided to do was take a look at what was considered horror, a horror game now, and live that up. You know, make Resident Evil that again, which I think that they succeeded in pretty damn well. Resident Evil 7 is a really good game. I really like it a lot. Getting back to their horror roots, but the thing is that if they had made Resident Evil 6, because Resident Evil 6, when you played as Leon and them, it was Resident Evil. When you played as whatever the hell his name is, the other guy, that was all the crappy Resident Evil games that everybody complained about that nobody wanted to play. So I think that Capcom thought that there was a call for that kind of game when there really wasn't. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a cultural thing. You know, maybe people in Japan wanted to have that kind of Resident Evil game, but I seriously doubt it. But Resident Evil 7, when it came out, they borrowed heavily from everything that was popular at the time, but then took it to the next level. They really stepped it up, which I think is awesome. Good on them. God, how long have I been playing? I don't remember. How long? How long have I been playing for, as close to an hour. I want to try to keep this at an hour. Oh, jeez. Okay. Playing Resident Evil. Yeah. The reason why I ask is because I'm running out of things to talk about. Back with the original version of Resident Evil, there had only been one game like it at the time. And it was a little-known PC game. And, of course, everybody that played video games was all about the console at the time. That was the original version of Alone in the Dark. Yeah, I'm not picking that up yet. I know where it is. The original Alone in the Dark, which the newest version is like a pale comparison to, is pretty much this kind of game where you're a guy stuck in a mansion and all kinds of weirdness is happening and it's his job to put an end to it.
I subscribe to your channel and I even have
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Yay.
I've
You
got
have
subscriber.
subscribers now. Look at you go.
This is one thing that always kind of worried me about this game. I'm like, how do you know that there's no further use for the key? You never know. You might need it later on. Whatever. And then it asks you, hey, there's no further use for this key. Do you want to discard it? Yeah, I kind of want to discard it if you're telling me that it's pointless to keep the damn thing.
Well, what if it's not? What if, like, your zipper breaks? You could use that key to fashion a new zipper on your pants.
What?
I liked your video.
Honey, you're weird.
I know.
Ooh, a little key. Little key, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
And I'm the weird one.
Yes, you are the weird one. I'm quoting song lyrics. What are you doing?
I'm double watching you play the thing.
What do you mean double watching? How do you double watch?
Well, I'm watching the TV as you actually play the game, and I'm watching you play it live on YouTube on my phone.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes perfect sense to me.
There's like a 2-second difference.
Yeah, that's a 2-second delay there, honey.
I figured there'd be more of a delay than that. It surprises me that the delay is not longer.
You know, me too, actually, now that I think about it. I kind of want to shoot him, but I kind of don't. Because I don't know if it's going to do any good or not. Or if I'd just be wasting a shotgun round. Well, I'll deal with them later.
Are your bullets counted?
Yes.
So you should shoot them like
This isn't Deadpool, honey.
no, it
Uh-oh.
wasn't much more interesting.
Spoochy, spoochy. I think I'm gonna crap my pants. I think so. Yeah, I know. One down.
Because much like Captain Jack Sparrow, he waited.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna have to come back towards 2 zombies now instead of 3. So I can deal with that. He's still got a lower jaw. That's awesome.
I wonder if his tongue's still in it.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna look.
It probably is.
What do you need it for anyway?
Just curious.
Oh, speaking of which, did you ever see the end of Corpse Party?
I did not. I did not finish it. I got tired of watching PewDiePie. He annoys
Oh,
me
it was
a lot.
PewDiePie that was playing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't annoy me as much as Markiplier. So
How does...
I went with PewDiePie instead of Markiplier.
Okay. How would PewDiePie annoy you less than Markiplier?
I can handle Markiplier in short doses. Like he's like that kind of kid that you hang around with every now and then, but after you're around him for a while, you just want to just smack him and tell him to shut up.
And
Calm down.
so PewDiePie, on the other hand, is not.
I feel like maybe he's obnoxious because he's foreign.
So that makes it okay. The fact that he's foreign makes it okay that he is annoying as hell.
I don't know anything about his culture. Maybe it does.
Okay. If you say so. Now, this is not a knock against PewDiePie. I mean,
Or
if
Markiplier.
or Markiplier, if they want to, you
That's
know,
my personal preference on who I like to
'cause-
play games.
obviously they've got more followers than I do. Duh.
They have plenty of people that like them.
But-
You not liking them is not going to make a difference.
Yeah. But on the other hand, you know, you got to admit, a lot of people like Pee Wee Herman. I was not a fan.
I didn't like it until I got caught in the theater.
Oh. Then suddenly you liked him, right?
Well, yeah.
All right.
I don't know, like they're both just a little too hyper for me.
Yeah,
I
but
like chill people playing games.
you know, Markiplier, for me, Markiplier is a little bit less Chihuahua on crack than
That's
PewDiePie.
true, but he's louder.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's
hell,
the
I
big
don't
difference
know.
To me, he's louder.
I mean, I'll still watch them both, but
Yeah,
man,
I mean, yeah.
I could just, it's just PewDiePie. I can only take in small doses.
I'm both of them for me. But anyway, where were you going with I never saw the end of Corpse Party?
No, I was just wondering if you ever saw the end
no,
of it.
I didn't.
Okay.
I stopped watching. I honestly, I got to the point where I really didn't care anymore.
Okay.
Like, I lost interest in the game. That happens a lot to me when I watch people do playthroughs of the game. There aren't very many games where I will make it through all of the videos of a playthrough of a game. It has to have a very interesting story for me to stick through long.
Yeah.
Which is probably another reason why I prefer to watch other people play as opposed to me actually gaming, because I'm not good at gaming, so I'll get stuck and give up, like, forever. Like, I will not go back to that game.
Right.
And then that annoys me because, like, I can't watch the story. Like you were saying, you didn't know if I've ever played Resident Evil. I have not physically myself ever played any of the Resident Evil games. I have purchased Resident Evil games, brought my friends over, and made them play them. This is before YouTube.
Huh.
So I would buy the games that I wanted to play myself but knew that I couldn't play because I'm not good at it, and I would invite my friends to come over and play a game that I had bought simply so I could watch them play the game.
Okay.
I gamed vicariously through others.
All right. Well, now that I got this shotgun, I guess I could go in here and do this. It is full of dirty water. Remove the plug. Yes.
Stick your hand in it.
I want to dip my balls in it. Oh, it totally teabagged the tub with a zombie in it. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh.
That's kind of... You're drunk. And boop. Oh, get off me.
Hey there, you're watching me out of me.
What?
What?
What? You're crazy. Nobody watches this video.
Somebody's watching it.
Well, don't know what the hell for. It's not
I
like it's
know, right?
entertaining, you know?
I know. They're watching it, but they've got it muted.
Okay. Well, I can understand why. Yeah, let's...
I wanted to say just once, you might be able to unlock it. Something that prior to this I told you was of no use to you anymore, and you threw away.
Oh, I'd be so mad. I would be so mad.
The chemical to use on plants. Can we not say fertilizer?
Because it's not fertilizer. It's weed killer.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I'm not a gardener. I don't know.
Well, it comes into
Any
play
chemicals
later.
To use on plants.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know. I'm breaking my rule. There's that whole don't pick it up unless you absolutely have to thing that I usually eat it, dog. You're not scaring me this time.
Like video because I jumped a little.
I think, yeah, we're going to start like an entire series of that. Because there's the whole... Yes! I'm going to make you play games. I'm going to make you play certain games so that people could watch.
Games. It's like any game. Like, I'm scared of everything.
People could watch your reaction to playing those games. Oh, I know. You usually do.
I do.
Okay. What in the hell am I doing? Emblem of a helmet.
It's not the door you checked like when you first started playing tonight?
No.
No?
Oh! One other thing that they
Well,
changed
there was another door
with...
that had emblem of the helmet too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, one other thing.
One other thing that they changed about this game as opposed to the original. In the original, if you try to open this door right here, this one, right here, yeah, that one.
That door cannot be opened.
Not that one. This one. Yeah, this door cannot be opened. If you try to open this door, you know, it would cut to a cutscene of a dog trying to get in and you kicking it back out and the door slams. Now, I'm not going to do it now because I really don't feel like wasting shotgun ammo. If you do it, a dog comes in and you have to kill that dog before you can progress. I think if you do it a second time, 2 dogs come in. And so on and so forth. I'm not 100% because I don't do that. I think it's a waste of ammo in a game where you have to count your ammo. So... What? Maximum effort. Ooh, we got 3 viewers now. Alright. Guys, just so you know, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Why do you think they made that change, though? Why didn't they just keep it as a cutscene? Why did they choose to make the player waste ammo?
Because to make it different. To make it something new. And, you know, once again, the whole name of the game, when they made the remake for GameCube, was to change things up. Give you things that you weren't expecting.
I miss GameCube. People hate on GameCube, but I liked my GameCube.
I didn't have a problem with
I
GameCube.
could actually play games on GameCube. Like, I could get past like the first level on stuff on GameCube.
Right. You just miss Mario Kart.
I've never really been a fan of Mario Kart because I'm not good at that game.
Weren't you the one that told me that like you love playing it?
I like playing it, but I'm not good at it.
Did I ever open this door? I never went through this door. What the hell am I thinking?
Like, especially if it was like, if it was one of the tracks that wasn't on flat ground,
Mm-hmm.
I would spend more time being lifted back up onto the track than I would actually racing because I was constantly falling off.
Oh, I remember this puzzle. I swear to God, if you don't let me in this door. Oh, son of a... Stop laughing. It's not that funny. Alright, so I gotta go find the fake key so I can open this. I don't remember where the fake key is.
It was the one that it told you there was no longer a use for it and you threw it away.
No, that's not.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive. Okay, now I know at some point he's going to turn into a Crimson Head. I'm just hoping that it's not yet.
I have to say, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks a whole lot better.
It really does.
Because in between, because you had the original version, which looked like polygonal crap, but it was still amazing for its time. Then when they came out with the GameCube version, and it looked like this, but pixelated.
Right.
And it looked absolutely amazing. Then when they came out with the HD version of this game, that's when it really came into the artistic nature that it was. Oh, for God's sake.
But, yeah, it does look a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
But does that really matter to people? I mean, people that are Resident Evil fans, that are old school Resident Evil fans and just love the entire story, does it really matter that they've improved the graphics now? I mean, would they still love it just as much if they just sat back down and played it just on original cartridge? Load
I
the
don't-
cartridge and shove it in?
I don't think that it makes that big of a difference. Me personally. But of course, I played the old retro game. You know, I know where this goes. I don't want to go there.
I'm a very visual person.
Yeah.
And like I'm even like opposed to side scrollers just because I don't like the look. I don't like the 8-bit look. And for me, it would make a difference. Like I would be more encouraged to play this game now because it is more visually appealing to me than I was about playing it when it first came out. Even though when it first came out, it was the best of the best then.
Right.
It's still like it didn't.
Well, that's why I think that's why they do the remakes. That's why they do the. Wonder where that leads. That's why they do the rehashes and updates and stuff, so that it speaks to a totally different audience that wouldn't have played the original. And I think that's why it's important. You know, it's a retelling of the original story. Yes, it is a different person telling the story. Yes, they go into more detail. You know, yes, it's a much better story, but at the end of the day, it's still the same story,
Right.
told just as well. But, you know, some people have issues with that. I don't. I think it's actually a really good idea. And yes, I did like the remakes of Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, I think too, you know, it introduces it to a whole new generation that's not going to go back and play the original games because they're not visually appealing to them.
Right, they're not interested in it at all.
Right.
Which, you know, when I was younger, that would have been me. You know, I wouldn't, like I was talking about Sweet Home earlier. You know, I would not have gone back to play that game because of the fact that it was an old Nintendo game.
Right.
Because it wouldn't have appealed to me. Because I didn't want to go back and you know, do the whole retro thing. Now, I do. Damn it, I did not mean to do that.
I was trying to say, didn't you just say?
Yes, I just said.
2 seconds
I was
ago?
thinking that this note here was something important,
That's
but
what happens when you're talking and playing at the same time.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
not paying attention to what's going on.
yeah, but the thing, I mean, there was two purposes to this, to them redoing this game. The first one was to introduce it to a new audience, and the second one was to rehash the series, was to invigorate it so that they could do the new games on GameCube. Like, I was it Resident Evil Zero chapters, something like that. That one I thought was really fun, really cool little game, and it came out right after the remake on GameCube, and it was great, you know. And I was hoping that they would do that more. I really wanted to see more of this style of Resident Evil game. You know, where it was just updated, still kept the formula because the formula worked, and it was updates of the game, and you could tell a really great story with it. And that worked up until the when they did Resident Evil 5. When 5 came along, it became less horror game and more action, which to me ruined it. 5 and 6 were just not fun at all. It just wasn't my thing, you know. Well, a lot of people don't know, but what was the game? Devil May Cry actually started out as another Resident Evil game. It was supposed to be. Where the hell am I going? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, it started out, it was originally supposed to be the next Resident Evil game. And it was way too action-oriented. And the people that were in charge of it at the time said, no, you can't do Resident Evil like this. Because it was too action. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know, where were those people when 5 and 6 came along? You know, because 5 and 6, I'm sorry, were absolute garbage. Okay.
I have no thoughts on that. I'm not really a fan of the whole Resident Evil franchise.
Well, when they came back with 7, the newest one, and, you know, like I was saying, they said, okay, we got away from what we were supposed to be.
I watched parts of gameplay of Code Veronica.
Code Veronica was fun. Code Veronica was another one that was...
I really like that.
Code Veronica originally started out as an exclusive for Dreamcast.
Oh, Dreamcast.
Oh, Dreamcast.
I miss Dreamcast.
I do too. Dreamcast was awesome. That was the first system that you could sit there and play a video game, and then right after that, you could get on the internet, find porn, and whack off. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's not why I miss my Dreamcast, but okay.
Oh no, there were plenty of games on there that I missed that were really good. Slave Zero was one that I liked. The Spawn game that was on there was probably my favorite Dreamcast game ever. Sonic Adventure I think it was Sonic Adventure. Was it Sonic Adventure? I think so. That was good. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off at this point.
You need to focus on actually playing the game and not having a conversation
Well,
with me.
here's the thing. Honestly, I think I'm done. How long have I been playing now?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. You know what? That's good enough for me. I know the last one was an hour, but this time, I think I'm at a standstill right now. I need to go in and figure out what I'm supposed to do next.
Just open the door and shoot the dogs.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go kill some dogs real quick, and then I'll go ahead and end it right there. Yeah. So, yeah, this is what happens when you try to open the door. Now, doggies. Eat it. I can't teabag the dog.
It's like his bowels released.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Wow.
It's too dangerous to open this door. This door cannot be opened.
Wow.
Please, somebody tell me that they got the John dies at the end reference. Please, I'm begging you. All right, I killed the dog. I think I'm done for now.
Is there some other way to get in that room to kill the other dogs so you can eventually open that door?
I don't think so. I don't know. Because that's just like the front yard. So, I don't know.
So it was probably more of just a jump scare type of thing. You don't really need to go in that area.
No, you don't need to. But
Gotcha.
anyway,
Okay.
I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. Otherwise, this video is going to be boring because it's just me running around trying to figure it out. And that's boring as hell watching me play that. So,
That's why you don't do live feeds.
No.
That's why
I like
you
to
need
edit.
edit this stuff.
But yeah, I can tell you guys are probably getting bored with me now. So,
Go watch Markiplier.
yeah, go watch Markiplier, PewDiePie, hell, H2O,
You know
Delirious, or
what's-
somebody.
John Wolf. Go watch John Wolf.
Yeah, go
and
watch
Mr.
John Wolf.
Craven.
Go watch John
There
Wolf
you
and
go.
Mr. Craven. They're much more entertaining than I am.
There you go.
So, all right, guys. Take it easy, and we will catch you on the next. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Resident Evil or something else. If I can't find anything else, I'll do more Resident Evil. All right? Sounds good to me.